In order to complete setting up the Buildium integration with Singlekey, I may need your help doing two things in the production environment. And those two things are adding the custom fields that define the Singlekey screening flow and adding a webhook to make sure we're receiving notification updates. So to add these custom fields, you're going to go to Settings and navigate to Custom Fields. The first thing you'll have to do is to create a custom field group called Singlekey Screening. And if you could match the capitalization, that would be appreciated. Once you've created the custom field group, you can create each of the individual fields that we need for the integration to work. Those fields are shown here: screening action, screening link, screening status, screening product, and screening type. I'm going to go through the options if there are options. So Singlekey screening action applies to applicants. It's part of the Singlekey screening group. It is a drop-down and it has two choices: no action, both capitalized, and initiate screening, both capitalized. This field is not required. Singlekey screening link is a long text field type. So the name Singlekey screening link, the applicant or the location is applicants, and that is all that is required for that field. We'll populate it when we have a screening link. Obviously, screening status, likewise, is a long text, field name screening status, location applicants, not required. And then the last two, Singlekey screening product, is a drop-down listing our products that we have available for you. It applies to applicants, and those products are Equifax Canada, TransUnion Canada, Dual Bureau Canada, and Equifax USA, and it is a required field. Finally, Singlekey screening type is going to be a drop-down as well. Location is applicants once again. The group is Singlekey screening once again. And the choices are going to be instance screening, invite tenant, you pay, invite tenant, tenant pays. And this is a required field as well. Those are all of the fields we need to add for the integration to work. And lastly, we're also going to have to add a webhook. This can be achieved by going into Developer Tools and clicking on the webhooks tab. I've already created a webhook for our staging environment, so you're going to add a webhook that is similar to that, and I'll show you the URL in a second. But you have to trigger the events you want the webhook to activate. So if you open rentals, we would want anything to do with an applicant and an application. So any applicant or application, these five fields, and we'll get a notification when anything to do with those 5 events changes. And then you're going to save the URL here. There is a secret, and for best practices, if you could record that secret when you create the webhook, we can use that to validate incoming requests just to make sure there is no malicious actors out there. The actual URL that you will be pointing the webhook at for production is https://platform.singlekey.com/v1buildium/webhook. So those are the 2 items I need to get set up in production, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.